everybody, and welcome to Faces in the Field. My name is Adam Darengowski. I work with the communications team here at Miller Pipeline. Faces in the Field is, of course, where we highlight the efforts of one of our teammates making it happen out on the job site. Today, that teammate is Briana Banuelos from Colorado. She's a foreman out there. Briana, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Well, first of all, I always like to get people's origin stories. So can you just kind of describe how you got into the utility construction industry?
So I've been doing construction for quite a while. I come from a construction-based family, so I've been doing different kind of civil construction, excavation for about 14 years. And I've been in the underground utility profession for a little over 7.
Wow, congratulations. That's a long time.
It is, especially seeing as I just turned 33 last week. So,
what was your family was involved in it?
So my dad actually owns well, he does a lot of different construction, but his main focus is concrete and flat work. And then he owns rental properties, so he does a lot of house flipping, so do a lot of stuff there. Everybody in my family has some kind of basic construction, going from landscaping, concrete, roofing. My brother is a general contractor for new builds. My other brother, he drives semis, but he's an owner-operator, and so it kind of goes all the way around. I learned a lot, I knew a lot, and I've seen a lot from both sides of the business, so it kind of prepped me for where I am.
Yeah. And you kind of got to Miller in a unique way.
Yeah.
You know, Miller purchased Superior Construction and a lot of the teammates joined. I'm curious what that transition's like, it has been like for you, and just kind of your first impressions of Miller Pipeline.
I mean, surprisingly, it's actually been a lot smoother than expected. Once you first hear about it, there was, all that fear. Everybody had a lot of different things that they were scared of. Everybody with the what ifs, what's going to happen. It's been going smoother than expected. Just like anything, there's going to be some growing pains in it, but it's been good. It's been cool to see the differences, the way that you guys run things and the way that we were running things, and a lot of the similarities. A lot of them really are similar. Superior was a very fast-growing company, but it was initially and still really is family-based. And so a lot of people are tight-knit there, and coming into a bigger company like Miller and seeing that you guys still have a lot of closeness, and that you guys don't overrun it as like a corporate.
Oh, yeah. So you've clearly done a lot of different things within construction,
Oh, yeah.
But I'm curious about what your favorite part of what you currently do is.
What I currently do, there's actually, everybody always says if you love your job, you're not really working, but just like anything, you have good days, you have bad days, but I focus a lot on improvement, not just improving myself, but I get a lot of guys that come in and they work one way and I show them different ways and we work together. Sometimes they show me things and kind of just training people up, getting people to the next position. When I first started just in construction in general, everybody was, oh, I don't want to train that guy because he's going to take my job one day. And I don't see it like that. I see if I could train somebody for my job, I could move on to a better job.
Yeah, it's great perspective. And you may notice we're at Miller headquarters right now. We're not in the field necessarily, but you're here for FLT, and I'm just kind of curious what your first impressions are of that. Haven't completed it yet, but what has that experience been like for you?
It's actually really cool. Like I said, I get to see the similarities, the differences. You guys have a great training program, honestly. There's a lot that is stuff that we already knew, but it's good to touch base on and see where it's coming from. But it's also good to see the different things, just like what we say when it comes to safety. Every rule came from something happening. Every training program you guys have is from something happening, and to get where you guys want to be.
Yeah, absolutely. As a foreman in the field, you're asked to do a lot of stuff, right? You've got to manage other people, you've got to manage yourself, you've got to manage paperwork. I'm just curious how you've found an ability to balance all of that and still maintain safety and quality and productivity.
So that's one thing that I really put out, as far as how I said, it's about training everybody that you can. I have a great team, I really do. I give my guys a lot of grief sometimes, but I have a great team, and I know I would struggle more to complete my safety aspects, my paperwork, if I didn't have a team behind me that was helping the way that they do. So part of getting everybody trained for the next level, it definitely helped, because in reality, I don't need to tell everybody on the crew, you're gonna do this, and that. It's, first off, I start my job site with safety. We walk the job site, we go through the JSA, we identify any kind of hazards, and we get everybody on the same page. Everybody needs to know what's going on. It's not just something I need to know. If they know the objective of the day, they know what we need to do. And I don't have to go past that. Every guy will know what tooling they need to pull out, what we need to have ready, what's the next step. And it just kind of helps the flow of my day, but their day as well. And it makes me have more time to get paperwork completed and do all the stuff that's not as fun.
Yeah. It's amazing what a little communication can do in terms of the job site, right?
Oh yeah, having a good team, definitely, it puts you into a different role.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I do want to talk about, women in construction kind of hovers around that 9% mark, at least it has the last couple years. What would be your main selling point to a woman who's maybe hesitant to get into this field, but is curious about it? Like, how would you sell them on this?
Biggest thing, don't be scared. So I see a lot of women, and I have a lot of friends that are women that's the first thing they'll ask me, like, aren't you intimidated? Don't you feel like you're looked down upon? You're really not. Every once in a while, you'll run into those guys, they'll test you, but the biggest thing is standing your ground. Like, women are strong. Like, you don't have to feel any kind of way, in a negative way. So like, we're here to work together. In reality, that's the biggest thing. And like I said, when I have my team behind me, like, there's no questions asked about it. And just like anything, there's certain things that certain people are going to be better at than others. And working together makes everything move smoothly. There's a lot of times, well, for one, normally I'm the only female out on the field, and I'd like to see more in reality. But a lot of guys that I work with will really turn around and be like, you know what, I didn't think about it that way. Whenever I tell them an easier or safer or some kind of different way to do things, and it's vice versa too. But having that different perspective, different mindset, like, because we think differently. Yeah. And so it ultimately, like, it can get you to a goal in a safer way, a better way, a faster way, and a more productive way. Everybody that's willing to work and willing to put in the time and work hard is an asset.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a program here at Miller called What I Live For. It just reminds us to be safe. I'm curious, Briana, what do you live for?
I live for my family. I have a pretty big family in general, but my parents, my dad, my mom and my dad, really, they put a good mindset in my head, and I make sure that I go and I see them every week. I have 3 brothers. I have a girlfriend and daughter and stepdaughter, and I got to get home safe to everybody, and I got to make sure that I'm being the best version of myself every day, and part of that is I want my family to be proud of me for what I do.
Absolutely. And I like to finish every Face in the Field with some rapid fire questions. So I'll just fire them at you. You tell me the first thing that comes to your mind, okay?
All right.
All right. So first one, are you playing pranks on April 1st or are you getting pranked?
Oh, my guys, they prank me a lot. They'll prank me a lot.
Always taking it out on the boss.
Yeah, so sometimes I just forget what day it is, and they'll come with me and they'll be like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, you're sorry what? And they're like, no, we're kidding.
That's good, though. Favorite season to work in? Spring, summer, winter, fall?
I'm going to go with fall.
That's a good choice. I thought you were going to go summer.
Not summer.
No, it's brutal.
It gets really, really, really hot. Really hot. Staying hydrated. Fall's a good one, though, because it's cooling down a little bit, but it's not super cold. Spring's nice, too, but you deal with a lot of rain.
Oh, yeah, and we do not like rain. New tools or day off?
Ooh, new tools.
Absolutely. And then finally, favorite core value, safety, quality, commitment, or reputation, and why?
I mean, safety is going to be your first one. It's going to be your most important one because you don't have anything else if you don't have safety.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Briana, thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate all your hard work.
Appreciate you guys for having me.
She's Briana Banuelos. She's a foreman out of Colorado. If you want to join Briana's team, be sure to log on to MillerPipelineCareers.com. We have all of our job listings as well as an application there as well. And be sure to follow us on social media. We have all the updates about the industry and Miller Pipeline as a whole. This has been Facing the Field. We'll see you next month.